just tell them stop this, stopping this out my lifestyle. I just tell them the truth, and I don't even know if you go without the beginning.
So my last video was about a black man named Aaron Salters who invented a car that can run off of water, who was then shot at that Buffalo shooting at Tops Supermarket. Now I'm going to show you a man named Moses West, an ex-Army Ranger who created the atmospheric water generator. Check this out.
I built something called an atmospheric water generator. And an atmospheric water generator is, we all know that there's only 3 sources of water on the earth. We've all learned it in science class.
What we learned back in our day in science class is totally different than what they're learning now in science.
I am offended that our children are not receiving affordable gender reassignment surgery along with hormone blockers, and access to abortion. This alone is a threat to our democracy. These are the same people who refuse to obey the science and get fully vaccinated. It's science, people! Science!
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
And there's 3 sources of water that exist on the earth. It's in a liquid, it's in a solid, and it's in a gas. And so the easy water that we drink every day, it comes from a surface water like Lake Michigan. What the water is doing is just the planet is getting warmer, so the water's starting to evaporate. And naturally, when the water evaporates, where does it go? It just goes into the air. If you have a glass of water in a room, it evaporates, it's in the air in the room. Many people here don't understand that the water that's in the atmosphere is so plentiful that we can use it. But you see this process every day. In the summer, when you sit at a table and you have a glass on the table and all your friends have a glass of lemonade or iced tea or cold beer or drinks, what you see is those glasses sweat. You see that. You see your air conditioner drip. Well, this is the moisture that's being condensed out of the air. And so basically what I do is I've created a machine that does that, but it's on steroids. Condensing the moisture out of the atmosphere, what I've learned over the years, it's a viable, energy-efficient source that can operate completely on renewable energy. On the island of Vieques in Puerto Rico, working with my foundation, we supplied enough water for 5,000 people to drink water. We were making water that far exceeded World Health Organization standards, far exceeded EPA standards,
far exceeded World Health Organization standards, far exceeded EPA standards.
Right now what I've been doing is I've been working with the military, and so they have it for their mobility needs. So when the military pulls into an area, one of the problems they had is that when you fly in water in a large military aircraft after a disaster, it takes up the entire plane because water is so heavy. With this technology, what it allows for the user to do is to have a system in place that produces the water as the people need it continuously, and it frees those planes up to do something else. You saw in Katrina, the people were standing out, there were signs they needed water. If they had this machine during Hurricane Katrina, all they would have to do is pull it out, turn it on, and they would be producing water at that spot, at that time. So right now today, in California, in these areas where they're running short of water, this is a technology that has a place in a home right now today. I started doing this in 2012, doing my first steps of trying to tell everybody that the Chicken Little thing, that the sky was falling. And today, we've reached that place that I was talking about.
5 minutes later.
Drain fuel. They added something to the coolant lines. They played with electronics. And that's not typical vandal stuff.
Less than a week after bringing free water to Flint, Moses West says the green machine he designed to do just that was vandalized.
Once they broke into the machine and they destroyed the generator, very technical. They knew what they were doing. It wasn't just, random vandalism, not at all. They destroyed the battery, put metal in the fuel system, I saw that when I was cleaning the fuel filter.
West is a military veteran who travels across the country to areas in crisis, bringing a machine he designed, like this one, that literally makes fresh water out of thin air. He put the green machine out for people along Saginaw Street on Thursday and was hoping to make a big impact. He says before the vandalism, they were giving hundreds of people free water every day.
You got to look at, I'm making anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 gallons of water a day. You give it away for free. That's a lot of money out of somebody's pocket someplace.
West says that he can only speculate as to why someone would try to destroy something that was just trying to help the community.
It's a resource that we all need. I'm a Californian. We need that shit here exponentially. But again, remarkable people come out with the greatest inventions, and some government entity, some higher power out there just has to come out and destroy it. The elite are up there and they want nothing to do with everyone else. So they're going to go ahead and destroy shit that's going to be good for us and keep that shit for themselves. Y'all need to stay woke, and I mean stay woke.
That it's really a fulfillment of a dream that we had together with my leadership team when we started in 19. The first week we met in January of 19 in California, and to set up the goals for the next 5 years. And one of them was by 2023 we will reduce the number of people in the world by 50%. I think today this dream is becoming reality.
Wake the fuck up.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right.
The affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order.
New world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be.
There's a need for a new world order.
Never before has a new world order had to be assembled from so many different perceptions, with global democratic opinion and the exploding technology of the contemporary period.
After 1989, President Bush said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
I think his task will be to develop an overall strategy for America in this period when really a new world order can be created. It's a great opportunity. It isn't just a crisis.
What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind: peace and security, freedom, and the rule of law.
So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, a new world is emerging. It is a new world order with significantly different and radically new challenges.